If you were given $100,000, how would you spend it? Maybe you'd buy a brand new Porsche Cayman or Tesla Model X, or get a 4-year degree from one of the best universities. Or how about you use that money for a one-night stay in a hotel? Well, that is an option with the Empathy Suite in Las Vegas. And actually, they require you to stay 2 nights minimum, so what are you waiting for? Pack your bags and let's go! George Maloof Jr., owner of the Sacramento Kings basketball team, bought the land for the resort in 1997 with a goal to build the ultimate party hotel in the world, to appeal to the same young demographic as the nearby Hard Rock Hotel, which has since been changed into the Virgin Hotel. It was close enough to the Vegas Strip to attract tourists, but not so close so it would attract locals who want to avoid the Strip. And it turned out to be a success. The Palms Resort attracted tourists and locals to its casino, hotel, movie theater, event theater, nightclubs, food court, pools, and various restaurants. Due to the success, they decided to build a second hotel tower called Fantasy Tower a few years later, which opened in 2005, and then a third tower of mostly condos, called the Palms Place, was open a few years after that in 2008. George was great with marketing and knew how to get attention for the resort. It was on TV for several shows, including a reality show, MTV Music Awards, movie premieres, and the NBA All-Star Weekend. A recording studio was built on the resort, which became popular with several Grammy Award-winning artists. George also wanted to associate the resort with beautiful women. He once said, "If you have the girls, you are going to get the guys," and he did this mostly with a partnership with Playboy. They added a Playboy-themed nightclub, a high-roller Playboy room in the casino with blackjack tables that were overseen by Playboy bunny dealers, a Hugh Hefner suite which was decorated with a Playboy theme. They changed the name of a nearby street to Hugh Hefner Drive, and George was even going to call the Fantasy Tower the Playboy Tower, but I guess he thought that was going a bit too far. The resort ran into money troubles after the 2008 financial crisis. George ended up selling the resort to a private equity firm in 2011. There was a major renovation of the resort, but it still struggled to regain its past vibe and popularity, so it was sold again in 2016 to a major hotel casino company, Red Rock Resorts, who then spent a crazy $700 million to renovate the resort, including a major upgrade to the theme suites and adding 4 other theme suites with a ton of new, expensive art everywhere. But it still wasn't able to regain its past popularity, especially after the 2020 pandemic. So in 2021, it was sold for a third time to the San Manuel Band of Mission Indians for $650 million, the first Las Vegas resort to have a Native American owner. The band's focus is more on gaming rather than nightlife, and their main target demographic is locals rather than tourists. So the Palms is no longer the ultimate party resort that it once was back in the early 2000s, but its reputation still lingers, and they are still able to draw the crowds because of how many attractions, restaurants, and other amenities are at the resort. There are about 700 rooms and suites across the 2 hotel towers. They are 4-star hotels, so there's nothing too special about the standard rooms, the smallest of which is 440 square feet for about $140 a night. And there are bigger suites and pricey penthouses. The rooms and suites have a modern style with floor-to-ceiling windows, and the bigger rooms and suites have marble bathrooms as well as bathtubs. But where things start getting interesting is in the second tower, the Fantasy Tower, which has 7 different theme suites that they call Experiential suites. Now, theme hotels or theme hotel rooms are nothing new. For example, there's train theme hotels, like this one at Crowne Plaza, Indianapolis, where the rooms are train cars from the 1920s, still on their original tracks. Airport hotels like the TWA Hotel at New York's JFK Airport, that is a renovated airport terminal that was originally built in 1962. A clown motel in Nevada. Would you be able to fall asleep in here? Japan has many theme hotels or hotel rooms like a Godzilla room, Hello Kitty room, and even a hospital theme hotel room. But what makes the experiential theme suites in the Fantasy Tower different is that they are luxury high-end theme suites, considered to be the highest-end theme suites in the world. They are a lot bigger than the regular rooms and cost a lot more, of course. They all have higher-end furniture and fixtures, better art, 24-hour butler service, and automatic bidets, with a sensor that automatically opens and closes the lid. Four of the experiential theme suites range from about 1,500 to 2,000 square feet and cost about $3,000 to $4,000 a night. They are the Loft Suite, which is perfect for a bachelor party with a private bar, poker table, pool table, dartboard, brick walls, 2 queen beds, and a stripper pole. The Blush Suite, which used to be called the Barbie Suite before its renovation, is perfect for a night of pampering or getting ready for a night out. It is decorated in an Instagram-friendly palette of marble, brass, and pink, with 4 custom vanities, a rose gold beauty bar, salon-style bathroom, satin robes, powder room, a wet bar, and makeup kits. The Cinema Suite is for movie lovers to watch premieres on a 98-inch TV, along with 8 plush recliner chairs, a curated movie menu, old-fashioned popcorn machine, and a pool table. The Make Good Choices Suite is for someone who wants to get a good night's sleep. It's decorated in a more refined, modern style with a neutral palette of black, white, and gray, and comes with an in-room photo booth. So those suites are nice, but there's 3 more that are even better. There's the Kingpin Suite, which is more than 4,300 square feet and has a frickin' bowling alley. The suite pays homage to the 1996 bowling comedy Kingpin. There are 2 full bowling lanes in the middle of the suite, complete with bowling shoes and an auto scoring system. There are multiple lounge spaces decorated with modernized 70s aesthetic, a games room with a pool table and poker table, 12 big screen TVs, a DJ booth, a fully functional bar, 1 king bed, and 4 queen bunk beds. So I guess you get the king bed room and your 4 slaves get the bunk beds. The Kingpin Suite is all yours for $15,000 a night. If bowling isn't your thing, you can choose the Hardwood Suite, which has a frickin' basketball court. It is 10,000 square feet over 2 floors, decorated in a luxurious urban style by famed artists, with a court that has 3 hidden pull-down beds from the wall, professional locker room, 2 stories of living space, a games room with a pool table and poker table, 11 TVs, full bar, hidden whiskey room, 10-person dining table, and a 16-seat bar big enough to fit an entire NBA team. The Hardwood Suite is all yours for $25,000 a night. And at the top of the list, the most expensive suite in the world is the Empathy Suite, which used to be the Hugh Hefner Suite, decorated in a Playboy theme before it went through a major renovation and design upgrade. This time decorated by UK artist Damien Hirst, who led the UK art scene in the 90s and is the UK's richest artist with a net worth of nearly $400 million. He is so rich because he prices his art so ridiculously high, which creates publicity and buzz, and then rich buyers want to buy it just to say they own such an expensive piece of art. It's a great business model indeed, with some calling him a trash or shock artist, and the same formula is used for the Empathy Suite to attract headlines, with its high price of $100,000 a night for a minimum of 2 nights. The Empathy Suite is over 9,000 square feet, or 836 square meters, over 2 floors with 2 king bedrooms and 3 bathrooms. Designed by 2 architect firms in a contemporary style with a chrome and white color palette and plenty of gray-white marble, and all the art is by Damien Hirst. Hirst's most famous artwork from the 90s included butterflies and pills, which he likes because of their colors and because he says they represent the fragility of life. So he used plenty of that in the suite. There are butterflies and pills all over the walls, the floors, the table, chairs, the bed headboards, in the pool, the massage table, and even the windows as you try to enjoy the view. There's a curved glass countertop filled with more than 100 pounds of medical debris, which Damien calls medical waste. A medicine cabinet filled with carefully placed over-the-counter medications and medical supplies, and if you touch it, a sensor alert security will tell you not to touch it. Stools with a pill design, wallpaper showing various drugs, a glass case filled with various prescription pills, a glass case filled with cubic zirconias. I thought it was real diamonds in there at first, but it's just the cheaper cubic zirconias. A pool table and foosball table, both designed by Damien Hirst, of course. 2 dead bull sharks suspended in formaldehyde, an art piece he calls Winner-Loser. There's a Himalayan salt sauna room, and a cantilevered pool that is 13 feet long by 8 feet wide and 2 feet 4 inches deep with a view of the Strip. So if you're going to be staying here, you would need to be a fan of the color gray. You'd also need to enjoy looking at butterflies and pills or medicine, and you shouldn't be trying to kick a drug habit. I'm not really a fan of Hirst's trash art, but maybe I'm just not cultured enough to get it. And I think all the pictures of drugs would make me want to try ecstasy or something. Also, I find the name Empathy Suite funny. Maybe show some empathy and give the $200,000 to someone who really needs it, like me? I think I'm going to call it the Apathy Suite instead. If you're like me, you must have thought, how could anyone justify paying these amounts for a stay in a hotel, which includes sleeping, which I assume the guest would do at least some of the time? The crazy high price gives publicity. By being the most expensive hotel suite in the world, it attracts a lot of media, just like a crazy high priced piece of art would do, which Damien Hirst is known for. But the main purpose of the suite is that it is used as a comp. A comp or comping is slang for complimentary perks or services given out by casinos to encourage and reward people for gambling. The more someone plays, and of course loses, because the house always wins, the more the casino will comp them. Most casinos have hosts and pit bosses who track how much someone plays. They also provide guests with players cards, which makes tracking how much you've played easy, so they know how much to comp someone. The lowest level comp given is free drinks while you gamble. The second level of comp is free parking, free meals, special lounge access, or special high-end restaurant access. And the highest level of comps can be anything, like free hotel rooms, free airfare, limo rides, show tickets, golf, concierge services, and even private jet service. Many casino hotels have better rooms such as suites, villas, and presidential suites for bigger bettors. And this is what the Palms Resort top theme suites are mainly used for. As the former general manager of the Palms Resort, John Gray, said, "While these suites are typically held for our casino clientele, we do accept traditional cash room reservations." He also said, "The best suites go to the biggest players." So what do you think of the Empathy, or rather Apathy Suite? Which of the Palm Suites would you like to stay in? Have you stayed in any theme hotel rooms before? Let me know in the comments. And as always, if you enjoyed this video, make sure you're subscribed and check out my other videos where I laugh at ridiculously expensive hotel rooms and show places in the world you should visit or avoid.